Let me ask you something. Have your legs been feeling weaker and weaker lately? Do you suffer from frequent cramps, joint pain, or that heavy muscle feeling that makes even simple tasks, like walking, climbing stairs, or getting out of bed, feel like a struggle? If that sounds familiar, what I'm about to share in this video could completely transform your daily life and help you regain your strength. And before you chalk it up to just getting older, here's a critical warning. It might actually come down to two vitamins. Yes, vitamins that seem harmless, but in excess, are secretly sabotaging your muscles, draining your energy, and putting your mobility at risk. These vitamins hide out in supplements many people take thinking they're helping themselves, when in reality they're speeding up muscle weakness and boosting your risk of falls, cramps, and chronic leg pain. So please don't click away. Stick with me until the end, because I'll reveal exactly which two vitamins are the culprits, how they affect your body, the warning signs you may already be experiencing, and most importantly, I'll show you what you can do right now to restore leg strength, stop cramps in their tracks, and start walking with confidence and freedom again. But first, before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss another clear, practical health tip from this channel. And let me know in the comments, which city are you watching from? I'd love to know where you're tuning in. Got a question as you watch? Don't be shy, drop it below. Your question might be exactly what someone else is wondering, and I personally read and reply to every comment. Let's get started. Do you feel like your legs aren't as strong as they used to be? Have you noticed pain that pops up out of nowhere, cramps waking you in the night, or a stiffness when you walk, climb stairs, or even stand up from a chair? If you answered yes, it's time to consider a cause you might never have suspected: too much vitamin A in your system. I know, it sounds odd. After all, we're always told vitamin A is good for us, vital for healthy vision, glowing skin, and a robust immune system. And that's true, up to a point. The problem comes when you get more than your body needs. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, which means it doesn't flush out like vitamin C or the Bs. Instead, it gets stored in your liver and fatty tissues. Once those stores exceed healthy levels, you enter a state called hypervitaminosis A, and that's when trouble starts. Excess vitamin A can bring on chronic leg and back pain, muscle weakness, cramps even if you're well hydrated, joint stiffness, and unexplained fatigue. Your body feels heavy, movements slow down, and simple tasks demand extra effort. High levels of vitamin A inflame tissues, interfere with absorbing key minerals like calcium and magnesium, and directly disrupt muscle and joint function. This is especially dangerous after age 60. Your metabolism naturally slows, and your liver, your main vitamin A processor, loses efficiency. At the same time, aging brings a natural decline in muscle mass, sarcopenia. When that process speeds up due to nutritional imbalance, your risk of falls, fractures, and losing independence skyrockets. Yet most people don't realize they're overdosing. They grab over-the-counter multivitamins, thinking they're helping their health, unaware that many pills pack vitamin A well above daily needs. Day after day, those stores grow until symptoms emerge, usually in the legs first. It's not just supplements. Fortified foods like some milks, margarines, breakfast cereals, and senior products can hide high vitamin A doses. Even natural sources like beef liver can boost your levels dangerously if eaten too often. Cod liver oil, once hailed as a strength tonic, is another concentrated culprit to use sparingly. If you're dealing with unexplained muscle aches, nighttime cramps, leg weakness, or joint stiffness, consider a blood test to check your vitamin A levels. Look for other red flag signs too. Dry skin, hair loss, brittle nails, or recurring headaches could all point to excess vitamin A. Above all, never self-prescribe high-dose supplements. Just because something's over the counter doesn't mean it's harmless. Your body is unique. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Here's the good news. You can meet all your vitamin A needs safely through food. Colorful veggies, carrots, pumpkin, spinach, kale, and egg yolks supply beta-carotene, a natural vitamin A precursor. Your body converts exactly what it needs and discards the rest. Nature's on your side. So if you want stronger legs, fewer cramps, and more freedom in your daily life, start by reviewing your supplements and diet. Sometimes what seems healthy can be quietly undermining you. Remember, balance is everything. Real health isn't bought in a bottle, it's built every day with mindful choices. Do you feel like your legs aren't as strong as they used to be? Have you noticed sudden aches, cramps that wake you up at night, or a burning, stiff sensation in your muscles when you walk, climb stairs, or even stand up from a chair? If so, it's time to pay attention to something you may never have suspected: too much vitamin D in your system. I know what you're thinking. Vitamin D is essential, especially once you're over 60. It's linked to bone health, fall prevention, immunity, and even mood. And that's all true. But here's the crucial warning. When taken in excess, particularly without medical guidance, it can become a real threat to your muscle health and your legs. Have you ever experienced intense cramps, joint pain, muscle stiffness, or a burning feeling in your legs, even when you haven't done any strenuous activity? Have you noticed that despite taking supplements, your legs still feel weak, or maybe even worse? Those symptoms could be caused by excessively high levels of vitamin D. Believe it or not, this is more common than you might think. With so much conflicting information out there, many people self-prescribe supplements, skip the blood tests, and don't know if they actually need more vitamin D. And because vitamin D is fat-soluble, just like vitamin A, your body can't easily flush out the excess. Over time, it builds up, and that's when the negative effects kick in. The big problem with too much vitamin D is that it drives your blood calcium levels way up, a condition called hypercalcemia. When calcium accumulates, it can deposit in your muscles, joints, even your kidneys, causing everything from muscle discomfort to serious organ issues. So what does that look like day to day? Hypercalcemia from excess vitamin D can cause muscle stiffness, frequent cramps, leg pain, general weakness, tingling sensations, and in severe cases, even loss of coordination. You start to notice your muscles aren't responding the way they used to. Your body moves slower, and climbing a flight of stairs becomes a real challenge. And it doesn't stop there. High doses of vitamin D can interfere with your nerve impulses, disrupting communication between your brain and your muscles. That means your movements become less precise, and for anyone whose balance is already delicate, that translates into a higher risk of falls and fractures. There's another danger: your kidneys. They're responsible for maintaining mineral balance in your blood, and if they're constantly bombarded with excess calcium, they lose efficiency. That can lead to fluid retention, leg swelling, muscle fatigue, and over time, a gradual loss of mobility. In the worst cases, kidney damage can become irreversible. All of this happens silently. At first, people believe they're taking care of themselves, supplementing what everyone says is good for you. But without blood tests, without medical oversight, they could actually be poisoning themselves with a supplement that's supposed to help. I've seen plenty of patients over 60 complaining of leg pain, weakness, and coordination problems. And when we check their labs, their vitamin D levels are sky high thanks to uncontrolled supplementation. In most cases, simply adjusting the dose and monitoring levels closely leads to significant symptom relief. So if you're taking high-dose vitamin D every day on your own, stop and think. Have you had a recent blood test to check your levels? Do you know exactly how much you need? Are you under professional supervision? The answers to your muscle and leg issues could be right there. The ideal vitamin D dose varies from person to person. It depends on your age, diet, sun exposure, liver and kidney function, and more. What works for one person can be harmful to another. And when it comes to muscle and bone health, too much can be just as damaging as too little. If you recognize these symptoms, weakness, cramps, stiffness, muscle pain, talk to your doctor and request a 25-OHD blood test. It's the best way to know whether you have a deficiency or an excess. And remember, never start or continue supplementation on your own. When managed correctly, vitamin D is a powerful ally for health. But when taken unnecessarily in large doses, it can become one of the main drivers of leg weakness, constant cramps, and reduced quality of life. The right path isn't more, it's exactly what your body needs. That's why professional guidance, proper monitoring, and quality information are so important. If you've made it this far and you're ready to take things even further, not just revamp your breakfast, but upgrade every meal of your day, I've got something special for you. Check the pinned comment below this video for a link to a comprehensive ebook created just for people like you who want to live with more vitality and well-being. This book goes beyond basic nutrition tips. You'll also find simple, actionable strategies to help prevent the most common health challenges that come with aging. If your goal is more energy, better health, and greater independence, don't miss out. This resource could be the first step toward the transformation you've been looking for.